Hello and good evening. I'm Captain Chaos, and welcome to a special Extra Friday stream of LURRUNA. What is it? Oh, hey, Loza. The Island of Towering Automatons. This is a new thing for me. I've been provided codes for review through the Steam Curator program in the past, a handful. But this is the first time I've been reached out to through Blue Sky DMs by a developer with a code asking me if I would stream their game. Thank you, Elozan. So this is so again, this is LURRUNA, the Island of Towering Automatons by PDCGT. I don't really know much about it. I know it's a 2D platformer. I don't usually play these kinds of games, but if somebody's going to give me a code and ask me to stream it, I don't see why I shouldn't do that. But I'm pretty much going into this blind. The only thing I know about it is that I couldn't get OBS to capture it directly, and I'm just streaming my display, which I do not like doing. So, uh-oh. Let's see how this goes. Oof.
Presented by PDCGT.
Winter, the season of death. Merrill Grove, FL, a city that has never known winter, is hit by a destructive blizzard. At the same time, meteorologists discover a swell of heat concentrated above the Bermuda Triangle. Right pilot Dafne sets out to investigate. Gravity-bound bomber. Unbelievable burning spirit. Yeah, the art's pretty nice. The immediate attention-grabbing visuals. On Voyage. Options. I think I need to turn the volume down just a bit. Better, oh, learn the moves, okay. Momentum is preserved in air. Okay, so there's no real air control. kind of different from my main attack to be throwing bombs. Roll. Tap jump a little after your first jump. Hold up while backflipping to go higher. Okay, so you can't do that at the peak of your jump. You have to, like, mash it, basically. Consume battery items to power up your next bomb attack. There are 3 levels of power. Well, that hurt me. Hell. Oh. You kind of mean-ass rock snail. You have completed how to play. You may quit by pressing enter. The dev described this as a Classicvania, quote. I feel like hitting other works is probably going to take us to the Steam page. I don't want I'm using display capture, so I don't want to like open other things. Let's just play. See how it goes. Practice. New players should start here. Unlimited continues. Resume from any completed area. Professional. For players already familiar with LURRUNA's perils. 5 continues. Start from area 1. Alright, let's do practice then. Okay, off we go. Oh no, the map blew away. Uh-oh. Area 1, Sodium Shore. So among this game's touted features is a soundtrack composed using 2 different older sound chips. One of them is, I think, is the YM 1612, I think it was. I recognize some of these like sound fonts. Sometimes it sounds like a Genesis game, sometimes it sounds like an early DOS game. Oh shit, there's a timer. I didn't even notice. I gotta get my ass moving. Pause. Okay. Let's see. It's the YM 2612 and the HUC 6280. 2 classic console sound chips mashed together. Oops. Ow. Oh, jeez. Oh. It actually does something. Okay. Noted. Robot Unicorn Attack. Was that game that used to be on the Adult Swim website? Or was published by Adult Swim or something? Uh-oh. I feel like I might have played that once. Hype. Ow. Oops. That was a pit. Uh-oh. A little bit, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. A tank. Or something wearing a tank shell. Oh, I died. I guess I can get run over. Area clear. Area 2, Granola Nook. With these jumps. Oh, shit. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. I was just trying to make it work. God damn it. Ow. This. Alright. I had a feeling it was going to send me back to the beginning of the stage when I came over, so that's nice. I don't see myself playing professional mode, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. Ow. As you can see, I'm really not very good at these. Shit. I have actually never played Cuphead. It seemed like from the outside, it looks like it was difficult for the sake of the meme. And I wasn't interested in that kind of game. I almost didn't... Ow. I wound up modding Silksong. Damn. And using Mina Hollower's assist functions. There are hard games I can play, like the one I always point to is that I've beaten Project Wingman on Mercenary. Because I like playing it, is the thing. But there's a specific kind of like... There's a lot of these like hard for their own sake games out these days. I'm just, I'm not interested in difficulty for the sake of difficulty. Christ. I see when the store page says you can beat this game in an hour. That's kind of deceptive, if I had to guess. Yeah, I mean, I did Halo 3 on Legendary in co-op. Some of the others, maybe. I remember I specifically played, like, the last level of Halo 1 on Legendary so that I could see the secret ending. I can tell it's a Classicvania because the length of your health bar is deceptive. Because like everything hits you for like multiple fucking health. I don't care for those fucking mortar turrets. And this suddenly got like way harder. Not be Halo 2 and Legendary because didn't have an Xbox. Yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, the fucking jackals. Boy. Uh, Longtime viewers may have noticed that I have not played many platformers on this channel. If any, that I can recall off the top of my head. A, it's because I suck at them. B, it's because I didn't play... This is not to say I didn't play platformers when I was a kid, but I didn't play the ones that everybody else was playing. As I've mentioned, I did not have a console until the N64. And even then, not until, I think, like a year or two before Donkey Kong 64 released. 'Cause I remember waiting for that one to come out. Let's just get out of here. I did have a PS2, but when I was young, I didn't have a console. I instead had a PC. A family member bought an IBM PC in 1994. And I played some like educational type games and like kids games. Math Blaster, Broderbund's Playhouse, a couple of Disney games, that kind of thing. And the first game I played that was not an educational game or kids game was an Epic published Space Invaders clone called Kilo Blaster. Now, I played a couple of platformers on the PC back in the day. I think some people have heard of Jill of the Jungle now, especially after Civ 11 did a video about it. Jill of the Jungle notably has a quick save function, you know, like Doom or Quake, which quickly endeared it to me, let me tell you. PC had some platformers. PC had Jill of the Jungle, Realms of Chaos, which turned out to not be very good, Halloween Harry, aka Alien Carnage, and of course Jazz Jackrabbit. Zargon. Kind of like that one. But the games I was best at were never the platformers. I, of course, enjoyed Doom very much. But also Tyrion 2000, Raptor Call of the Shadows, both vertical shooters. Died again. One Must Fall 2097, the only fighting game I ever got even reasonably good at. Oh, I do not actually have infinite continues. That's really funny. It's just hopefully it's so many that it doesn't actually matter. Now, I did play a fair number of RTSs. I played a lot of Total Annihilation. And some of Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, specifically. And we had Age of Empires 2. I know I had Warcraft 3. I think I might have only borrowed Warcraft 2. StarCraft I had. Played a lot of that. Those I never played against people. I pretty much just played the campaigns and skirmish maps. I don't think I beat any of those legit until Supreme Commander, actually. Someday I'm going to stream StarCraft on this channel. I think I'd like to do that. But I didn't play, I actually didn't play Castlevania 1, 2, or 3 until relatively recently. I was curious. I was planning on playing through every Castlevania game, and then I kind of fell off at the Game Boy games. Dawn of War I played. Dawn of War I have streamed on this channel. I grabbed Dawn of War basically when it came out. It was my first, I think that was my first 40K game. I didn't play any of the early ones, like Final Liberation or whatever, or Space Hulk. I've played some StarCraft too. Mostly just the campaigns, a few mod maps. But I basically, the short version is I didn't have any game like this as a kid. Didn't play Castlevania, didn't play Ghouls and Ghosts. I played Super Ghouls and Ghosts through emulation a couple years later. I played one game of multiplayer in Dawn of War Winter Assault and never touched it again. Mind you, I did win. I was like, okay, I killed the guy with a Bane Blade. Let's end on a high note. Very true. I keep some bookmark pages about mods I want to play for certain games. Like I had Ventress on my saved list for a while. That Indiana Jones flavored Doom mod I played a while back. That ended up being really fucking good. Oops. There's at least one StarCraft 2 mod I'd like to take a look at some point. I don't know if I don't have StarCraft 2 installed. I don't know if I would stream it. At this point, at some level, I'd rather not call attention to Blizzard games anymore. Not that I'm a huge streamer with that kind of influence or anything. I think it's obvious to anybody with a pulse that Blizzard's glory days are behind them. But you could, oh good. You got Crushers now too, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, the buttons, the inputs are sometimes not responding. I don't know. My friend Malcolm would tell me this is an essential hazard of trying to play platformers on the PC. That there's only like so many buttons on a keyboard you can push before Your computer just starts dropping inputs. And that's less likely to happen with a controller, in my experience. You're probably supposed to play this with a controller, I don't know. It showed me keyboard inputs, so. The other short version is any game that, like, a controller is recommended over a mouse and keyboard is a game I'm going to have trouble playing. Because, like, everything I've talked about, like, today, like, that, except for Project Wingman, I guess. But basically everything I played with a kid, virtually everything was with mouse and keyboard. With very specific exceptions. I played MechWarrior 2 with a joystick. And, like, flight sims and whatnot. Like, you know, the old, the early Windows Star Wars games, X-Wing, TIE Fighter, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, those I played with a joystick. But I don't know that I played anything with a gamepad. At least not seriously. Because back then I had, like, a Gravis gamepad. I got to play a bunch of Star Wars games when I was a kid. For obvious reasons, my favorite was Jedi Knight. But I also enjoyed X-Wing and TIE Fighter and... Dark Forces is alright. I didn't actually finish Dark Forces until way later. I always kind of preferred Jedi Knight. Played a couple of the... DroidWorks was interesting, too. The educational, like, physics game using Jedi Knight's engine. Didn't care for the Episode 1 game. Okay, so I didn't know that level 1 bombs send out those side waves. I had to cheat my way through a bunch of things when I was younger. I've made a point in going back and beating a lot of my favorite games from when I was a kid legit, when I couldn't before. Dark Forces being one of them. Heavy Gear. Storm. Several of the games I've played on this channel. Havoc. One of these days I'm going to do another stream at Battlezone 98. I streamed part of that when the Steam version first released. Because they actually remade that game with some updated visuals and stuff. From Rebellion, the Sniper Elite devs. Because they also put out a different Battlezone game that I don't think actually did very well. Very funny. Somebody heard that Rebellion was making Battlezone, and they were like, wait, are you remaking the 98 Battlezone? Like... Anybody who cared about Battlezone asked them that. So then they did that, and that's the game that sold. And I don't know that anybody played their new, like, original Battlezone game. Very funny. Boy, this game's kind of beating my ass. I'm not gonna lie. Somehow made it through that part. Oh, what the hell? You know, I'm sure somebody out there can one credit clear this, but I don't generally play games that have one credit clear runs. Uh-oh. I feel like that was supposed to be a pit. I mean, that definitely was. Oh, wait, no, I can see a line there. Like, that's a pit, I think. Whoops. Ooh, boy. This game is definitely old school. Got those classic video game fuck yous. Like, this is like some angry video game nerd shit. I mean, yeah, thank goodness this isn't an arcade game, but like, this is exactly the kind of shit that made people like waste all their quarters and snap their controllers back in the day. Holy shit, it's... I don't know if I could describe the level design as malicious, but like... Yeah, I had a feeling... Yeah, people here are nuts. I had a feeling that this game was not going to be for me. That's just how it goes. with these side scrollers. I cannot match the freak that these games are on. I'm I don't know. It's very possible the dev did not realize sending me this key that I was completely outside the target audience. Like, the art is lovely, but like, I don't understand what this game wants me to do. Like, it just keeps killing me. I guess I have to use the powered up bombs more. I don't know if that's enough to... I actually did get through that screen this time. I don't know why nobody does this. Somebody just needs to make... Like, I'm sure I could play a side-scroller if it had the design sensibilities of a shooter. Like... There was this game in 1996 called Abuse that some people called 2D Doom because it had mouse aim. Like, there was a crosshair on the screen and your character would just point where you aimed the mouse. And you would shoot in that direction. It was like one of the first games to do that, I think. Have quick saving, have mouse aim, probably. Don't have this kind of like malicious like enemy and pit placement. Don't have a goddamn live system or continues. Have secrets if you want. Have additional weapons. I mean, Mega Man at least had that. Oh boy. All right, made it through another screen. Oh boy, more spikes. I haven't found an extra life yet, so I don't know. I think I played that. It was like a Flash game or something, right? Web game? Or maybe it was actually on Steam. The one with this, like, the stupid remix of the voice clips in the intro, in the menu. I think somewhere along the line, people unconsciously, like, got into their heads that, like, the arcade quarter munching bullshit was, like, integral to the identity of platformers. I just don't think that's true. This could all be cope. You know, people are just going to tell me to get good. And, like, smarter people are going to tell me that this game isn't for me. These games aren't for me, and I should, you know, beat my head against something else. Somehow or other, I always find myself playing games that I don't 100% jive with the gameplay of. I guess because I play so many games. I go through all the ones that I want to play, and I'm left with the ones that I don't. Whoa. Wow, it doesn't start me at the boss, huh? Well, almost. Area 3, Spearmint Waterworks. How many areas are there? 6. Ugh. Like, I don't know how much I can really bitch about this seeing as it was free for me, but like, I don't know. I've yet to get a review copy of, like, you know, a retro FPS or something. Like, you know, I couldn't have gotten like a free key for like Sulaco, so I could play that and oh fuck, and then you know, call out live on stream like that. At least one of their coders is a chud and was involved in the Ion Fury soap bottle debacle. Maybe getting my people mixed up here. I think there might have been a chud and then a Ion Fury soap bottle guy, and they weren't the same person. Ooh boy. But yeah, like, side-scrollers don't all have to be like this. There's no rule that says that. See, the kind of games that I'm really good at...
Who the hell says that?
Who the hell says it? Kind of games that I like, that I've mastered, if the term applies, do not have death pits. They don't have lives, they don't have continues, they don't have quarter munching enemy placement. Yeah, apparently it's an hour long if you're an arcade enthusiast. We're an hour in and we're apparently not even halfway through this game. That's what the store page says. A bite-sized hour-long runtime for arcade enthusiasts. Ooh boy. The fact that this game doesn't actually have unlimited continues on this difficulty, and instead has like a shitload of continues, means that somewhere, sometime, there exists a person who would have the persistence to keep playing this, but would lack the grasp and mastery of the mechanics to a degree where they would use up all 9,999 of those continues. Can I even hit that? Oh boy. Fuck me, man. This game would have really upset me when I was a kid. Oh boy. Are my bombs not even going off down here? Is that the joke? Like, direct impacts are hurting, but they're not exploding anymore. The water's diffusing my fucking explosives in the game where you can only throw explosives. This is one of those fucking things. It's like, when I go to leave a review for this on Steam, I really wish there was a thumb sideways option. Because I don't know if I'm qualified to sit here and say that a game like this sucks. Because it was not made for me. Just like Mina the Hollower wasn't made for me, just like Hollow Knight wasn't made for me, or Silksong, especially not Silksong. Just like, I'm sure Cuphead wasn't made for me. Haven't tried it. Like, if you can match this game's freak, it's probably a blast. But I'm not a Cuphead guy. I'm not a Silksong guy. I'm not a Mina Hollower guy. I'm not a fucking. I do not want to be the guy. All right, I'm not the guy. You guys ever seen I Want to Be the Guy? Which, I mean, that game's kind of a meme, but like, that school of fucking game design. Like, I wasn't a Meat Boy guy. Never tried it. I got a friend who calls it Meat Boy gameplay. And he claims that's not what he's looking for in a platformer, but I'm a Project Wingman on Mercenary guy. I'm a Doom on Ultraviolence guy. I'm a Quake on Nightmare guy. I'm a Space Marine 1 on Primarch guy. Occasionally, I'm a Halo on Legendary guy. Hell, I was a Dead Space 3 on Impossible guy. You know, on my like my third or fourth playthrough or something. Wow, I fucked myself on that one. I do really appreciate this developer reaching out to me with a free key and asking me to stream their game. Like, I appreciate that as you know, a small streamer. I can only hope that my mishandling of the mechanics is not putting someone off of trying this game out. But if I leave this game a thumbs down on Steam, I feel like that would be unfair of me to do, even though I can't say that I like it. Because at the end of the day, the Steam review function is like, would you recommend this game to a friend? And I would say yes, I would recommend this game to a friend. That friend is not me. Only problem is I have a bitch of a time getting other people to try games. It seems to not be within my power set. I would recommend this game to a friend who is good at platformers. At the minimum. Well, now we got water physics that are making me slide around, so that's fun. There was a hole there. There did not need to be a hole there. What is that? 13 continues now? Oh boy. Oh. God. Oh boy. Fuck. Oh, I hope this is at least entertaining for you guys. Well, then I've at least done my job. I sincerely hope that somebody watches me playing this and decides that this is a game they want to play. When I was a kid, I would have absolutely just said that this game sucks and then never thought about it again. And then maybe remembered it later. After not thinking about it for like years. But I can't say I'm particularly enjoying it. I think I may call it on this game soon. And go do something else for the evening. There will, of course, be more of Quake Brutalist Jam 3 this Sunday at our regular stream time. All right. I don't think I'm gonna make much headway with this boss. This was LURRUNA. Keep forgetting the subtitle. The Island of Towering Automatons. Very old school action platformer. I see you, Morgan. Definitely a quarter muncher. Like, I've gone through 16 continues, and I'm on the third of 6 levels. I'm not good at this. But I bet you Malkin would be. Thanks for being here, everybody. I noticed you guys just kind of popped up when I announced the stream. That was cool. Do it again. I wasn't looking. All right. All right. I'll try again. Unless that was meant to be funny. All right, let's try again, I guess. To bring you up to speed, Malcolm, this is the game that I received a code for direct from its developer over Blue Sky. Oh. Thank you so much, Lozen, for the gifted sub. Very much appreciated. Ah. Alright, well... Wait, both of what? Oh, got it. Wait, I get it. Well, it turns out this is one of those games that I don't play, and for reasons that will readily become obvious. Yeah, the art's fun, the music's fun. But, I just 100% do not jive with the gameplay. God, I could get stuck over there. I was actually about to call it quits when you came in. You have very limited air control. You can throw bombs, you know, left or right, up, down. These batteries let you charge up the bombs for different attacks up to 3 levels. The health bar is like Castlevania's. It's deceptively long. You can take maybe 3 or 4 hits from most enemies. 3 lives. Not unlimited continues, as it turns out, just a lot. Or you could do professional, where there's no continues, which I can't imagine that I would play. Yeah, that seemed different. You kind of just maintain the momentum you had when you jump, basically. Like this, you can't really correct it. There's sort of a backflip jump. You double jump. But you have to like hit jump again right away. It's like if at the peak of your jump, it doesn't work. See, there was no way for me to avoid getting hit by that. I have no air control. Shit like that's caught me a lot. Hell, I've died in this pit right here. I think you have the tiniest smidge of air control, like... Alright, so there's a little, but like not enough to matter. Useful for like maybe jumping up a ledge. Also, your bombs fucking defuse when they touch the water. I figured you would. Like a lot of things I try to play and have trouble with, I think you can match its freak in a way that I cannot. Like I was telling Malozin and Fox earlier, if I can get one other person to play this and they enjoy it, then I've done my job as haver of, you know, receiver of fucking code from developer for streaming purposes. Yeah, why is there a death pit before the boss room after the checkpoint? Thanks a lot. Would also be nice if you could jump down through platforms, but it doesn't have that either. Well, do you get the idea, Malcolm? All right. I think I'm gonna call it there then on this one. Definitely not for me. Could be for you. Could be for someone else. Thank you for the developer for considering me for a key. Yeah. %, not my kind of game. But I like the art and the music. I like the music in the earlier levels anyway. Sunday evening, like usual, back to Quake Brutalist Jam the 3rd. May do extra streams of that in the week just so we can get through it. There's still a lot of levels left to go. And I have other things I would like to stream. Bunch of Naomi's. Once again, that was LURRUNA, the Island of Towering Automatons by developer was PDCGT. They have a couple of other games. If they're anything like this, I'm sure somebody will enjoy them. I could use a nap. I could use some food, actually. I think I'm gonna go get myself some dinner. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Hope you enjoyed this little stream. You're welcome. For now, I will say good night, good luck, and I will see you all on Sunday.